Hello. So, first of all, I'd like to point out that I am a little tipsy. Have had quite a few beers throughout this one. Second, I would like to point out that we should not panic, right? No panicking. It's only the first game. But, even though the team is mostly the same, there are some big differences. Wallstrom coming in after not playing most of the playoffs. Obviously, Anders Lee back on the first line, though that first line looked fucking fantastic. Obviously, the loss of Nicoletti, Chara. So here are my thoughts. On Game 1, I should probably say we are reviewing. This is my live post-game reaction. Literally, the game ended 2 minutes ago. Islanders, Carolina, 6-3 final. Islanders lose their opener of the 21-22 season. I do think that Carolina is the biggest threat in the Metro, though we only play them 3 times, so I don't know how much that really matters. Initial thoughts. First big one, which I've said since the beginning, not the beginning, but since the 2020 run to the conference finals, I have said the Islanders are not going to win a cup without at least a decent power play. Does not need to be the best power play in the league. Absolutely doesn't need to be the best power play in the league. Needs to be in the top half of the league. The power play has to be better. The power play looks awful. They literally play better 5-on-5 than they do on the power play. First big issue I noticed. Chara and Andy Green did not look good. It is Game 1. But Zdeno Chara... What? I'm sorry, I'm a little tipsy. Zdeno Chara looks like he's a 45-year-old hockey player. So there's that. Like I said, Game 1, we have to give them some time to, get together, to form that chemistry. They have to play a couple of games before we start panicking. But Green and Chara did not look good. Hopefully, if this continues, we do see some games from, Aho, possibly Robin Salo as well. Excuse me. You know what? I had this whole plan to pull up OBS, make a screen, and we could watch the recap together, but the recap's not out yet. So let's pull up the box score here, and let's go through the goals, so we can recap them one by one. First of all, how Islanders is it for the first goal to be a goal like that? Matthew Barzal scores the first goal of the season for the New York Islanders. 3 minutes after it was actually scored. So awesome. They were up. That's incredible. Let's pull up the Islanders here. Pull up the box score. Okay, I don't mean to be on NHLshop.com. Just NHL. Thank you. Final. Ugh. Sorry, this is bad game. Bad video making on my part. Okay, so we have Matthew Barzal, 7:23 the first period. Obviously, that was a weird goal. They reviewed it. It was clearly a goal to me. So there's that. I honestly can't remember exactly how all the goals were scored. I do remember thinking that none of them particularly looked like Sorokin's fault, so that's good. But I also, and this just may be a me problem, still do not feel 100% with Sorokin in net. I truthfully do believe that Sorokin is our goalie of the future. He is our future number 1. He is our goalie. For some reason, still a twinge in my stomach when he's playing. But I don't think tonight was on him at all. I think he played a pretty good game. Every goal that went by him, he was either shoved into the net or, he was completely screened. So, whatever. That's that. Brock Nelson's goal, beautiful. Brocktober, you knew he was going to get one. Anders Lee scores. Of course he was. I really thought that the top line looked absolutely incredible. Lee, Barzal, and Palmieri. Maybe not absolutely incredible, but definitely the best line of the night. Bo, Brock, and Bailey are just so consistent and solid, and I'm so comfortable when they are on the ice. I was really looking forward to Parise, Wallstrom, and Pajot. They looked decent. I thought Pajot looked off. Wallstrom also didn't look fantastic. I was hoping he would score just because I'm hoping for him to have a really good season. Fourth line is simply not the same without Matt Martin. It's like not even close. Ross Johnston, whatever, he's always trying to tussle someone. I like Ross Johnston. I just think the game of hockey has moved past the need for like so much fighting, and I just don't really see his role as much on the team as Matt Martin, who does not focus on fighting so much anymore. I still would like to see Ross Johnston and over Leo Komarov, so there's that. I just think that overall, the Islanders are known as one of the best defensive teams in the league, and tonight they did not look like one of the best defensive teams in the league, even if they come back and win this one. It was 6-3, one was an empty netter, so 5-3, even if they come back and score 3 more goals to win it. You don't want to see the Islanders lose 5-3, 6-3. The Islanders do not let up that many goals. It is not good for the Islanders to let up that many goals. I counter that by saying I do think Carolina is very, very good. If they're going to give up 5 goals to someone, fine, Carolina, okay. It's just nerve-wracking coming in, you know, to a 13-game road trip. And next up we have the Panthers, who are also very good. I believe the Panthers won tonight. I have it pulled up here. Panthers. They did win in overtime against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh also looked very good against the Capitals, which every year I'm like, Pittsburgh's going to fall off. They don't fall off. And if they're already playing pretty well without Malkin and Crosby, Pittsburgh's probably going to be right up in it too. Only their second game also. It's too early to decide anything. It takes every team some games to get into their groove. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I've had so much beer. I apologize, but this is a rant. This is free reign. This is what we're doing. Wore the Bo jersey. Bo did not score a goal. That's fine. What else do I really have to say? Okay, so while we're here, this is the first game review. Hello, I'm Julia. Julie says things. Also, Jules Cubes, Jules Cooch, all this stuff. I'm thinking of changing the format. The 10-minute rant thing. I just don't know if I can go for 10 minutes on every game. If I wait until the game's over and then we do my plan where we pull up OBS, watch the recap together, I could go over everything. But then I have to wait until long after the game's over, and I just don't know if that's realistic. I'm also thinking of just starting to film it from my phone because it's better quality than this webcam, although it is nice to do it all right on the computer. And this webcam, let's talk about it, really nice quality for a webcam. I mean, I'm just so used to like the shitty webcams I had on my laptops growing up. But this webcam's really nice. I got a nice mic. But I'm thinking about switching over still this angle, just having my phone do it because I have a really nice editing app that I pay for my phone because I edit my videos for TikTok, which I'm slipping on. If you don't follow me on TikTok, Jules Cubes, I make cubing videos, really into cubing. There's one of my smaller ones. Not trying to brag, just pointing out that I have 40,000 followers on TikTok, and even though I have this following and so much potential, I still fail to make cubing videos all the time because now it's hockey season and I care about hockey more than anything. Overall, let's get back to the game. If you're still with me, hey, how's it going? I'm not panicking. Way too early to panic. I'm excited for the game on Saturday. If you've watched the previous videos, you know that I do live in Florida. Will not be attending the game on Saturday because unfortunately that is my first day back at work. I've been on a 10-day vacation. I'm going back to work Saturday. Game starts at 6. I don't get off until 6, and I live about 3.5 hours away from the Panthers arena, so that's not going to work out. But I will be at the Tampa game next month, so that's good. Although, here's the thing. They have to come out of this road trip 500. 500. They don't need to come out any higher than 500. 13-game road trip is insane. Win 7. I want to see them win 7. They have a game against the Coyotes. They have a game against Columbus. Like, there's opportunities. And they're still working out their kinks. I'm not going to panic yet. They did not look great. The defensive side of it is what's scaring me the most. I don't like that they gave up 5 goals. I don't like that they didn't look good in their own end. And, you know, that stuff's different. The power play being bad remains a problem because that's been a problem since Barry Trotz has been here. They have to fix the power play. I think the Islanders are not winning a Stanley Cup with a bad power play. You have to, you have to be good in all aspects of the game to get that far. To get back to the Eastern Conference Final alone, you have to have at least a decent power play. I'm not saying number 1, number 2 in the league, top half. Their power play is god-awful. They literally look better 5-on-5. They look better short-handed sometimes than they do in the power play. Oh my god, we're over 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute rant. Okay, well, I said, I'm not sure if we're going to keep that. Defense scared me. Chara and Green scared me. Thought the top line looked awesome. I thought the third line looked good. Second line looked good. Honestly, they didn't look that bad. They looked like mid-season rough game Islanders, which is not what you want to see to start. We'll see how it goes Saturday. I'll be here Saturday reviewing the game as well. Thank you so much for watching. How are we feeling? If you watched, leave a comment. Let me know how you are feeling after this game. Let's go Islanders. I still have no doubt that we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to make some noise this year. They just have to figure their shit out really quick. And if Chara and Green are going to keep playing like they do, they have to figure something out. That's my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you watch this. The last 2 videos only got a total 8 views combined, so if you didn't watch it, that's expected. Have a good night.